You walk into a store and see thousands of different brands. You think you have a choice. You think there is a free market. But it is a carefully designed illusion. Almost everything you buy, eat, and use is owned by the exact same people. A tiny group of invisible corporations that completely control the global economy. They don't just own the products. They own the system itself. It is time to wake up and see who is really pulling the strings. Forget the politicians and the billionaires you see on TV. They are just distractions. The real power belongs to the big three: BlackRock, Vanguard, and State Street. Together, they manage over $20 trillion in wealth. They are the largest shareholders in almost every major company in America. They own your technology. They own your banks. They own your healthcare. They don't compete with each other. They operate as one giant monopoly. But even the big three need a source of unlimited power. That power comes from the central banks, like the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve is not a government agency. It is a private banking cartel. They control the interest rates, which means they control the value of your labor. When they print trillions of dollars, they aren't saving the economy. They are mathematically transferring wealth from the working class to the financial elite. You might ask, why doesn't the government stop them? Because the government works for them. Through massive lobbying and political donations, these corporations write the laws. The people regulating the banks are the exact same people who used to run them. It is a closed loop of absolute power. Your vote doesn't change the economic policy because the real rulers are never on the ballot. To keep you from revolting, they need to control what you think. That is why the same mega corporations also own the mainstream media. They use the news to keep you divided, angry, and fighting over politics. It is the ultimate magic trick. Look over here while we steal your future over there. As long as you are fighting your neighbor, you will never look up at the people in the castle. They don't fear economic crashes. They engineer them. Every time there is a crisis, the elite get exponentially richer. While small businesses go bankrupt, the giant monopolies swoop in and buy everything for pennies, consolidating more power, more land, and more control after every manufactured disaster. The system isn't broken. It is working exactly as it was designed to. From the moment you are born, you are entered into a system of debt. Student loans, credit cards, auto loans, and 30-year mortgage. They designed the system to keep you running on a hamster wheel until you die. They invented the credit score to ensure you stay in line and keep borrowing. If you are always one missed paycheck away from ruin, you will never fight back. Debt is not a tool for growth. It is modern-day slavery. But financial control wasn't enough. Now they want behavioral control. Through a system called ESG, the big three force companies to obey their political agenda. If a company refuses to comply, Vanguard and BlackRock will destroy their stock price. It is the exact same social credit system used in authoritarian countries, hidden behind corporate buzzwords. You comply with their ideology, or you are financially erased from society. Henry Kissinger once said, "Control food, and you control the people." Today, the ultra-wealthy are quietly becoming the largest owners of private farmland in America. They are buying up the land and patenting the seeds and pushing synthetic, lab-grown food. They poison the food supply to keep you sick, then sell you the medicine to treat the symptoms. It is a brilliant, evil, and perfectly closed loop of profit. We must realize the impact on our food independence before it's too late. To finalize their absolute control, they must eliminate physical money entirely. They are pushing the world toward a central bank digital currency. With programmable money, they can dictate exactly what you are allowed to buy. Ate too much meat this week? Traveled too far? Your money will simply turn off. It will be the ultimate digital prison, and people will willingly walk right into it. But there is a massive glitch in their perfectly designed matrix. People are finally waking up to the illusion. The mainstream media is losing its grip on the narrative. The truth is spreading too fast. The elite are terrified because their entire system relies on your ignorance. They know that if the masses realize who the true enemy is, the game is over. There is absolutely no profit in actually curing diseases. The exact same corporations that control your toxic food supply also control the pharmaceutical industry. They don't want to heal you. A patient cured is a customer lost forever. They feed you synthetic poison through the grocery store and sell you the lifelong treatment through the pharmacy. It is not a healthcare system. It is a multi-trillion-dollar sick care business, designed to extract every last dollar of your generational wealth before you die. But today, their most valuable asset is no longer your money. It is your data. The Big Three also hold massive stakes in the tech companies that track your every single move. They know what you buy, who you secretly talk to, and exactly what you are afraid of. They use this massive data collection to build psychological profiles on every citizen. They feed you customized algorithms to keep you depressed, distracted, and completely obedient. It is the most advanced surveillance state in human history, disguised as everyday convenience. The final phase of their master plan is the absolute death of ownership. They don't just want to control the currency. They want you to rent your entire existence. From the software you use, to the car you drive, to the roof over your head. Everything is becoming a monthly fee. When you own absolutely nothing, you have zero leverage. You become completely dependent on the mega corporations just to survive another month. They sell it to you as convenience. But in reality, it is a return to modern feudalism, where you are nothing more than a digital peasant, endlessly paying rent to the lords of Wall Street. To survive what is coming, you must step outside their rigged casino. Stop relying on fiat currency that they can print into infinity. Build your wealth outside of their system with hard assets they cannot control. The window to escape the matrix is closing rapidly. Subscribe to Reality Decoded, because the revolution will not be televised.